streaming on there. So we're just gonna do like a free Wednesday webinar every week where we do, what's up, bro? Where we do like Q&A and stuff. Yeah, so we've been doing those Wednesday calls in the morning for a minute, for like literally the past year. But now that we're doing the live training sessions like during the New York, like obviously we're not going to do it in the morning anymore, only for the signal people. So I figured on Wednesdays we could just do this like free webinar, just hop on with everyone, and people can ask questions. You know, obviously we could look at some charts and stuff. I want to start streaming it on YouTube. Realistically, gotta figure out how to do that. So we got Melissa. I'm happy that you guys limited access to the FXC chat to allow account managers to focus on trading. Yeah, no, everyone was being, asking the dumbest questions. I didn't miss it, but what is the difference between the signals and learn and earn? So the signals is there's no longer signals. It's just the learn and earn group. Um, the main difference is that we're doing the live sessions in the New York and the London trading sessions now. All of them are recorded and posted afterwards inside of the chat. Let me see if I actually posted the one from today. So yeah, we're gonna put out some new content. The Signals has a course too. We're gonna put out some new content in there as well. Let's see. What is this? Oh shit! I didn't even post the recording from today. What are you looking at right now?
So
We got some room to make up on these accounts, bro.
yeah, I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm down a little bit on the FX seed one. I got that, like I told you, the other one passed today. I was literally just freaking scalping EU and GU to get the last like 1 or 2% on it. Post
Wait,
this.
how many accounts do you have?
So far I've passed 2 out of 4, the 200K ones.
Nice.
Dude, once I get those live, man, it's gonna be so fucking nice.
The thing is, as well, like, when you got money, you can make money.
Yeah, like I'll really only have to make 1 to 5% to have like a stupid amount a month.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. Let's see. Yeah, this. So yeah, guys, if you got questions, I see someone posted. How long do you take to do top-down analysis daily? I mean, how long does it normally take you, Tommy, to do top-down analysis? I mean, you do it on a lot of pairs, but for like one pair.
Like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Like 2 minutes.
that's what I'm saying. It probably takes me all of like less than 3 minutes to actually do the top-down. I mean, if I'm if I'm have nothing on the chart at all, someone said look at Euro NZD. Like I don't trade Euro NZD, so I don't have anything on there. So let's just hop over
Want me to share mine or?
to Euro USD. Yeah, you could share. You could share. I was just gonna say like if I was gonna do some like hypothetical top down analysis,
Hmm.
what would I look for? I mean, I've recently been bringing on from that dude this like the volume profile tools instead of I normally was doing the monthly and key and weekly key levels, but I
Hmm.
noticed that these are pretty much in the same, right around the same spots, and they're just based on something that's, in my opinion, a little bit more like has more validity. Like it's just telling you like where was the volume in the market. Um, so yeah, guys, the first thing that I'm always doing, is just marking down what is the main kind of levels, what are the contextual levels where price could potentially reverse from. So that here we're just marking those down first, and that can take all of 5 minutes, less than a couple minutes. But once you have all this marked down, I mean, once you have the levels on the chart, it's literally just monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, less than like Tommy said, like 2 minutes. So why don't you go ahead and share your screen? I'm gonna mark this one up a bit myself, see what's going on. Yeah. Is that using TradingView or MT4? I do all my analysis on TradingView. I freaking hate MT4. It's
So let
so
me show
ugly.
you. So I had a little idea on Euro NZD earlier. But what's that? 25 pips in profit right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, so I've gone back to like trading zone to zone again because that was like the most profitable for me. So this is how I'm looking at Euro NZD right now. So we've like made like sort of a double bottom if you're taking, let's say, this into consideration. Support, price pushed up. So you're just banking on it. Like, so I've basically gone from the, really looking for those swings to just zone to zone. So I'm literally just trying to trade this from this level to this level, and then I'll take profits. If it's going to break above, then I'll add another position in. But you can see I'm just looking to target that 61 fib. That's literally the trade. 26 pip stop. So right now you're up about 1%. It's a 1 to 7 risk to reward. But this is really simple. This pay is really, really simple. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So if we break below this level, we have like the nicest little, like, you can see we got this little range that we would fill. So you just, as soon as you got your levels marked out, you can see a clear level of support resistance. If we break this level here, price will retest and then continue down. If we break above this level, let me show you. Retest, will continue up. We're just simply looking to see what the market did in the past. So we've bounced from this level and continued back into this level. So if the market breaks above, chances are it'll continue back into this zone. And if the market breaks below, we got to target lower. Really, really simple. Really, really simple. So that's what I'm literally looking to do now. I'm looking to see if we can trade to this level, and then I'll take profits. If we break above, I can add another position in. I probably won't take the full amount, but if it's going to go long, then it's going to go long. That's how I've started the trade. As soon as you got these levels marked out, let me show you an example. So this was I actually called this trade on my Instagram story last night, and I totally forgot to call it as a signal.
What's the deal with that page? What are you gonna do with it?
Well, the Insta.
Yeah.
I'm just going to share like trade setups and stuff throughout the week and just, you can see. So guys, so I use the 71 Fibonacci level. Look at this trade.
Yeah, a lot of people have been using that lately.
So I called this out on my Instagram last night, 71 fib, sell limit at 1.56042. So I called that out. It literally hit that level. How much drawdown was that? It went 5 pips in minus and then dropped. So this is literally just trading a range, like, zone to zone. You can see we were pulling back to this level. We broke this area before. So we can see we had support, pushed up, broke back below. This is where the 71 was lying.
My bad.
And then we can see we had resistance. So if price broke above this level, where's the next level is going to continue to? Here. So I was happy to have a small stop, 24 pips. Realistically, you could have only stopped like 10 pips. Then this is you're looking at like a 1 to 15 risk reward, which is just stupid crazy. Do you know what I mean? But what's probably going to happen now is we'll either find some sort of, let me show you. So we'll either find some sort of support here. So testing this high and continue back up, totally fine. Or we will literally just drop back into this level and then a break above this level. We will continue to, let's say here. So that's literally what I've been doing. Like I've marked out all my pairs. This was a stonker today. Look at that.
Dude, did you see the USD CEF buy limit that someone put in the signal chat? Sue me.
I didn't see it.
Dude, I'm about to mark it up right now. This thing went like 1 to 7.
No way.
Yeah, he used the 71.
Yeah, so look, this is the 71 for the USD CHIF for the sell. So look, it hit the 71. So when you're using 71, I've made a video, got a poster in the Signals channel, literally how to use the 71 fib for your entries. So this is my rule for the 71 fib. It has to line up with a key level. It has to line up with either you guys swing trade, day trade. So it has to line up with a previous level of support and resistance. So you literally could have set your limit there, and my stop loss always goes above the 78.6. So for this trade, you'd have had like a 9 pip stop loss, and then you can see that you run in like, you know, this is a 1 to 7 on the way back down. Let's take a look. Any other examples I have? Let's take a look. So didn't work out there. What are we looking at? A good example might have been DJ. That was like the 71 fib. Can you send a show fib settings and defaults? Let's take a look. Fib settings. So that's literally how I have mine. So the 0.71, that is the perfect entry, and that's like literally no bullshit. That is the perfect entry. You can catch like such a good entry. It's just sometimes you're going to be taken out, but pretty much the majority of the time you're going to have a real nice intraday swing. This you're going to have a real nice kind of trade based off of the 71. Like even here, if the sell limit was based off the 71, the stop loss was at the 78.6. You can see that would have just hit stop loss and then straight into profit. Do you know what I mean? So it all depends. Sometimes it's going to work out really nice. But, you know, the majority of the time, I've tested this for a long time now. For anyone who missed fib settings. So the majority of the time, you're going to get a really nice trade based off of the 71. Another trade that we didn't take. So this is a good example of trading like range to range. So let me zoom out a little bit. So this actually didn't pull back to the 61 that I was waiting for, which is a big shame. This would have been a nice little trade. Could have had an entry there, potentially re-entered there. But like, let's take a look at this whole kind of setup right now. As soon as we have these ranges and these levels marked, so these are support resistance levels, we're looking for clean range to the left-hand side. So let's say this level here. If price is going to break above these highs and stay on top, we know that we got these nice clean candles for price to continue back into this level. So like over the call on the weekend, I was saying it's like going like a game. You're going level to level. That's literally all it is. When you break a level, you have a retest. You're looking to go to the next level, and so on. So that's pretty much how you do it. You know, if price is going to start, let's say price breaks below this level now, we have a retest, and then it breaks below this level, retest. We know, looking to the left-hand side, which will be like here. If it breaks this support, where's the next level of support? Here. So we know a break and a retest. We're going to do pretty much the same thing as this did, drop there. So we know if it breaks that level, short position, stop loss above. Because we know if the stop loss is above and it's going to break this stop loss, it's going to continue back here. So we don't need to have a huge stop loss. Okay, you know, if market's going to spike above and then come back down, then you're okay, you're taken out. Good example of this, trading like zone to zone. So this back test I did on the weekend, this is literally zone to zone. You'll see how many zones I actually have marked out. So this was the back testing. I think overall the risk to reward that was gained on this back test, and I'm pretty sure it was like 250% over the course of, this was like going back years now, but this was like 250% just on GJ. So you can see as soon as you got these zones marked out, you can catch a nice trade. So this was 2017. So the total risk to reward, I think it was like 240 something percent. So go in zone to zone. You break a zone, go to the next zone. So really, really good. So that's how I've pretty much been marking up the charts lately. Loads and loads of zones. This was a huge trade. Break, and then you see continuation down. So as soon as you got your levels marked out, you know where price is going to go. If you break one level, you got the levels of support and resistance marked. You're just looking to continue to the next zone. Really, really simple. Trade that was mentioned. I did mention this on the call. I think it was Monday.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over when I hop back on. I'm gonna go over how I draw my levels. Show these guys how to do
Yeah.
it. Someone said, "Do you guys only swing trade?" So I don't only swing trade. We have multiple people giving signals in the in the new learn and earn group. Tommy's giving signals. I'm giving trades. Chris is doing the London session, Brian's doing the New York session, and then Sumi, who's a member with us, he's doing some signals as well. So there's some swing trades in there. There's some intraday trades, and then on the live sessions are mainly just scalps and like intra session. So like during the New York session, me and Brian normally won't hold trades, into the afternoon. We'll normally be closing them, just trying to be in and out during the session when the volume kicks in. Like one of the rules that we've been doing is not entering trades like after 12 p.m. So we'll hop on around 8, 8:30 in the morning, and then we'll be trading up until 11. We'll be looking for moves, and then if there's nothing there, like we'll just not be entering anything after 12. Did the 420 sale include learn and earn or only signals? But yeah, like the signals is basically the learn and earn group. It's just that now that we have all the live sessions and all this stuff, I'm just reorganizing everything. So it's no longer going to be called premium signals. Like I'm deleting all the photos and all this stuff with the premium signals. It's just going to be called learn and earn because you guys are literally trading with us on the session. You know what I mean? You're going to see us trading live on the sessions. All of the sessions are going to be recorded, so you go rewatch them. Every single time me and Brian are going over how to draw levels. You know what I mean? Why we're looking at what we're looking at, everything. So you can really learn from just watching, and then obviously if you're following along and taking the trades as well. I'm going to be taking all the trades live on my account as well as Brian. We'll both be taking the trades that we're talking about, and then I know Chris does as well on the London session. Every trade that he calls out, he takes on his account as well. So that's pretty much it. The 420 sales funny. Which pairs do you choose and why? I'm only personally looking at 2 pairs. I know Tommy looks at a bunch of other pairs. You want to maybe talk about, what pairs you look at and why, like going into each week?
Yeah, so I've pretty much got like anything that moves. Like I got everything. I got like what was it, 40 pairs.
Mm-hmm.
I just think if it moves, you can trade it. So like every individual pair will have like his own personality. Do you know what I mean? It moves different. But if you're applying like the same concept of as just price moves, you break a level, you have support, you have a resistance. You kind of you should start five pairs, 3 pairs, and then you just add them as you go along. You see how it works. I'll be better at some than others, but it's for me. I'd rather have a bunch of pairs on, and I categorize mine. So if you look to the right hand side, you'll see that I have shorts. So I'm looking on shorts. This obviously needs to be updated. I'll have my long ideas, and then I'll have waiting for breaks set up. So I just categorize each pair into categories. So if I'm looking for shorts on that day, I'll put in. If this is setting up for shorts, I'll click that red. I'll chuck that in the shorts. So it's not like I'm confused. I come straight into the charts. Right, I'm looking on shorts of these shorts set up. I'll click on Euro Odd, let's say top of the list. Okay, Euro short, the shorts did set up. We sold from this level. Okay, this is running. CAD shift, we were looking for shorts. The news absolutely just burst out upside.
And you're mainly swing trading. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So one trade I actually am looking at for longs, guys, is USD JPY. So this is like 10 pips in profit right now. Nice, real pushing up. So I think this is going to continue up. I do think this is going to be a great swing trade. So we pull back, bang onto this trend line, you can see, and we're just sitting bang on this zone. If we scroll out and we look to the left, so you can see I got this move marked out where this is like a real level of support. You can see we came into this level and look at this huge move to the upside. So this is the move I'm looking to copy, which is a bit of a shame I'm actually not in it. And this is like, let's take a look. This is 400 pip move. So this is the move I'm looking to copy. The same thing that happened here, I'm looking to happen here. So this is the move I'm looking for. And I'm waiting for this to break this high and continue up. Just waiting to see. Loads of rejection at this level. So what I'll probably see or probably wait for now, as it'd be quite risky to kind of jump in there, I'm going to wait for price to do this.
Guys, when you're swing trading like Tommy is, you can watch all these pairs because you're realistically waiting. You're not, you know what I mean? You don't need to be quick. Like you're waiting for the entries, you're waiting for the 30-minute closures. Like you have time.
Yeah, you got loads of time. You don't need to. You never need to rush your trade anyway. Like if this doesn't set up here and then it comes into this level, I'll look to take a long there. Like when you know or you got a target of let's say 365 pips, you don't. It's not a big deal. You know, missing out on 10 or 15 pips. It's not even a big deal realistically entering here where price is pushed up. You know, from where you were wanting to enter around say 25 pips ago. Like if the targets and the stop is decent, when you're aiming for like say 365 pips, so you're looking for a massive trade, 1 to 6 risk reward. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't always need to be, you know, my stop loss is let's say 10 pips and my take profit is 400. Looking for a 1 to 35. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Swing trading is probably the way to go. What I'm waiting for USD JPY, and this will confirm that we are going to continue up, is the first impulse. Looking for that huge move. So I think that this is going to set up pretty soon. And a good kind of level that we have is like this support. So if we break back above this support, we're going to at least continue back into this level. As you can see, this is the move we'll look to copy. So we'll have like, let me show you. This is the trade I'm looking to take pretty soon. So stop loss. So marking out the TPs. TP1. And then I'll just go up there. Okay, the first trade is going to be a 1 to 2.3. I'll say, okay, my next take profit, TP2. TP3. And then I have TP4. And like the best thing about this is that we know, because we got these zones marked out, we've seen the move that could potentially happen in the past. And now we're waiting for a break of this trend line, first impulse correction, then continuation. We know that if we go long here, so price comes into this level, and then we have a nice break, retest, and then we start the push. We can add another position, stop loss. And then this means then, if this is the push into profits, what I'll simply do is I'll move this up like this. So now this stop loss, or this stop loss that we entered here, is now covering, is in profits. If we bump down and this hit the second position hit stop loss, we're still overall profitable because this trade will close. We'll have this trade close at a minus, let's say 1%, and this trade is up 2.5%. So realistically, walked away 1.5%. But if these two trades then are to continue up, this trade is going to go for a 1, 2. Let's take a look. Overall take profit. This trade will be a 1 to 8, and then this trade will be a, let's take a look, a 1 to 12. So instead of I'm just a 1 to 12, now you're looking at 20% growth on the account. So, you know, if you were to do like, let's say a funded account challenge, 20%, you only need 10 to pass. So a trade like this, I'm happy to wait a week for this to set up. Do you know what I mean? And I'm happy to look to scale in. We know if we break above this level, where's the next kind of zone? Okay, we'll probably mark out this high here. Move TP down a bit. We know if we're going to come into this level. If we break then above this level, and I'm making this sound simpler than it is, but it is pretty much that simple. If we break this level, we have real nice range from this level to our next level of resistance of 100 pips. So what can we do? We can look to scale in again. TP, stop loss. So instead of just having the one position, we go out. If we break, and we're looking to the left. If we break this level, okay, we got support. We're looking to continue this move up. If we break above TP1, we have this support. We can see that we're looking to target. We're always looking to do the move that happened in the past. So we'll look to do this move. So we'll go long here, target TP2. TP2 happens. If we break above this level, we have this clean range that we'll look to do and continue on. And then a break above, we can look to take another long. So we're just going with the direction. But as soon as we break out of this downtrend, which we should soon, we got RSI divergence, bullish divergence is all setting up perfectly. This is going to give us that real nice push to the upside. So as soon as we have that first correction, we'll take the long position, and then we'll look to gain like 360 pips on the first trade. Let's take a look. And if you guys are like just looking at pips and you rather just look at, you got like, let's say you have 350 there, let's say you have 300, so you're looking at 600 pips. And obviously this is an ideal world that none of these hit stops. Then you got, let's take a look, 220 pips. So you're looking to scale in. As soon as it goes risk-free and as soon as you can put that stop loss for entry, perfectly fine. And then 100 pips. So we know that we got all these zones. If we continuously break in and retest in all these zones, let's say that our 50 EMA, which I removed for some reason. If our 50 EMA is, we're holding our 50 EMA, then we can just look to scale in even more. So as soon as we break TP1, we'll look to add a position, TP2, TP3, TP4, and all of these will become targets. So that's how I pretty much set it up. And that's what I'm waiting for right now. So first impulse up, followed by a correction, and then we just look to scale in. Overall, you can see we're touching this trend line. We got 1, 2, 3, and I don't really use trend lines, but you can see we've really started to hold price here. Price is really holding this level. So this is why I'm really liking the look of USDJPY. Wow, I never thought like that. That's amazing. It honestly, guys, you can make it really, really simple by treating it like a game. Do you know what I mean? This is how I'm treating it. If I break one level, I'm looking to trade to the next level. If price starts dropping from this level and continues back and then breaks back below, what has actually happened then? Can anyone tell me what this has done? So what is this right now? So let me do it a little bit clearer. So market would have had to be doing this. Does anyone know what this is called? What happened here? It's a change in something. Head and shoulders. So a change. So something changed. Anyone know? Break of structure. Yeah, so this now breaks structure. So we can see using our zones. So at the moment, when price was, let me grab this out. Change the color on this. Orange. So when price is doing this, okay, so price is going to push up. You're going to have an uptrend. And then you'll have a change in structure on the lower time frames. So market is always pushing up and then breaking structure. So you know that you had a break of structure when this support level breaks and becomes resistance and then continues down. So by using these zone to zone, you know if you're going to break back below this level, all you're simply doing, you're not looking to go short here because you were still long biased. You know what I mean? You were still looking for longs here, thinking price was going to go back up. But then you have the break and retest. When you break and retest, you could technically, if you want to be riskier, go short, target the next zone. But what I like to do then is I like to wait for this, and then I'll target back down there. So you can see it going into an uptrend, change of structure, back down. Treating this as a zone-to-zone thing, or going from level to level, it's really easy. As soon as you see a change in structure and you have your zones mapped out, same sort of thing here. This is literally what happens. Price is bullish, pushing up, came down, started to break structure, and then you can see break, retest, could have taken a short here, could have taken a short here, came down, was looking for shorts here, and I was like, nah, I see the price is really holding this trend line. So as soon as you got these zones marked out, and then you can spot, and which is pretty easy, you should know what structure looks like. As soon as you see that change in structure, okay, well, if price breaks this zone, pulls back and retests this level, I can clearly see that I can target this support level here. So the trade could have looked something like this. Stop loss above. Because if price is going to break above this level, it's continuing to here. And then you can see overall, TP1, you could have had TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5. You went in with a 30 pip stop, and then you rode these levels out. Let's say that you went short here, and then you go in short again after a break of retest. Why are you going short here? Support becomes resistance, continues down. You don't need to overcomplicate it a lot. Do you use indicators?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop on too after you're done and show everyone like like you're saying, you don't need to overcomplicate it at all. You know what I mean? Just look for the breaks and the retests.
Yeah, really
Really
easy.
good.
Right. I'll stop share.
Here, yeah, I'll cover. Let's see.
What was that question we just had? Do you use indicators to find spawn resistance? How important to be very precise with SR?
Yeah, I do use I use what's called volume profile, dude. So I started using it more recently because I just got sick of placing random SR levels. Is it better to box the general area? Not so this is how I draw my SR levels, bro. So what I'll do is I use this. It's called volume profile. So I'll come in here. It's at the bottom. It's included with trading view, and you can just bring on session volume. You can just star it, so it's in your favorites, and then it'll be on your charts here. And then I'll normally pump up to the 4 hour to just kind of see overall where things are.
Hmm.
But basically, where you want to actually draw them is down in the 30 minutes. So see how I already have um, these two zones draw right here. So we're just going to cover why did I draw those. So what this is showing is every single day the volume inside of that day. So it's like it's a contextual level or contextual representation of the actual buyers and sellers. Where did the volume kick in? So this center point in each day is just the point at which the most buyers and sellers stepped in. So that this is called the point of control. So this is where, when price comes to this level, there's going to be some sort of reaction most days. So you see here, price reverse off that level, reverse off that level, flipped on that level again. So what I normally do is I look for at least 2 days in a row where it kind of overlaps. As we can see here, we have 2 days in a row that overlap really perfectly. So it's making this like area a lot stronger. And then what I do is I bring on what's called this fixed range tool. All this is we're now combining these 2 days. So we're combining the 2 days of volume together, and then I bring this off. And then now we have 2 days where all the volume was, where the main area of support and resistance is, which is the center area. And then I'll just come on and, to your point, draw this zone in here. So the zone that I'm going to draw is these. See how these are kind of grayed out because there's like little to no volume in these areas, so it's non-significant. So I'll just
Hmm.
highlight the areas with the most volume, which is right here, and then I'll just drag that across, and that's how I'm basically getting my SR levels. And how, like, once you're kind of going into the future here and they start to overlap and stuff like that, we're going to go over that a bit more inside of the signal room. Me and Brian are going to put together a few videos on how to draw these originally, and then, when to remove them, once there's new levels that present themselves and everything like that. But I like to use these levels now, guys, because it's really just based on the buyers and sellers. It's based on the supply and demand. So it just makes a lot more sense to me, as opposed to before we were drawing them really based on 2 points in the market where price either finds support or finds resistance, and then this was the zone that I want to get back in on. Same thing over here. This was a zone I'd want to trade back in on. And let me bring this on. So this found support, this found resistance. So if price reaches that zone again, that's a nice level. This area finds support, finds resistance. If price reaches this area again, that's a nice level. Moving down further, we had support here. Did price exactly flip at this area again? No. We had support here. Did price flip at this area? We're starting to get rejection. So then this becomes a level. So we were used to draw them based on that, but I'm switching to use these volume profiles. They're a bit more accurate with the way that I'm trading now. But going back to how Tommy was breaking things down, really, you got to just keep it simple. Like if we're looking at, I'll run through a few pairs right now. Just some of the major pairs here. Let's go. We'll start with USEF. So up on the weekly time frame, always starting up here, guys. We could clearly see price has been bearish. Price pushed down, large bearish candle, pushed down. Now this week we're starting to get like some sort of spinning top here because we're finally getting to this support level. So don't overcomplicate it. Look at the candles. Huge bearish candle, a lot of volume. Most likely going to continue to push. Every trend below the weekly is bearish. continued to push. Now we're back at a support level, starting to, wick, form the spinning top candle, which is obviously a reversal candle. So continue to just go down time frames now. Daily time frame, very bearish. Broke support right here, broke this level, retested as resistance right there. Then we broke this level, pushed down. We actually retested this level as resistance right there. So this is clearly in a downtrend. So daily time frames in a downtrend, and then 4-hour time frame right here. Overall is in a downtrend. I'm just gonna draw this like little trend line so you guys get an idea. Overall, certainly still in a downtrend on this time frame, but what I'm watching now is we had a break of resistance here, flip to support, break of resistance here, flip to support. So price could potentially now move off of this back towards this trend line area. And if we bump back up to the daily time frame, look at price. We have that resistance level up here. This is where I'd want to get in on shorts, ideally. We'd want to short in this area. This is where there's going to be the most liquidity, just based on structure, not these volume zones that I'm drawing. This is just talking based on structure. This is where I would want to short this market. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, okay, we want price to come back up in this area. This is now bullish on the 4-hour time frame. So could I potentially take a long now? And I also have support here based on that little zone that I drew. This is that previous high point. Now turned resistance turned into support. So this would be a potential, this would be more of like a swing trade type deal over the course of several hours or so. But that would be the idea, just building it from the higher time frame, like, oh, we're in a downtrend overall, but price is creeping up here on the 4-hour time frame flipped around, we're in an uptrend. 1-hour time frame flipped around, we're in an uptrend on this time frame. I'm not even drawing fibs, I'm just basing it off of the levels, support level. If this thing just breaks, breaks support here, then all of a sudden we could just start to sell. So this is what we map out, kind of two ideas always. These would literally be the two trade ideas on this one. And we'll see how these play out. I'll update, in the chat, guys, when this moves. What is this, Yusef? Yeah, I'll update in the chat. When would I actually, enter in this area? If I start to come all the way down to an entry time frame, just looking at this time frame, now that we have all of those confirmations, it's like, when would I actually enter? And we're really just trying to enter on, like we talked about in every single other one, some sort of break. I had drew it like this. As soon as this thing broke to the upside, like this would be the trade. So I'm going to leave this on here. I'm going to update in the chat how this plays out. And again, if this thing just starts to break below this level, then we're easily going to get in on short positions. And this is more of, again, a swing, more of like a swing trading style. I'm not, trading this style as much right now, but it's certainly still very effective. So yeah, this is also obviously taught inside of the program as well. So that was Yusef. Let's just go on another pair and kind of do the same exact thing. Bump up. Let me get my charger on here so I don't die on this. And this all just comes from like me flipping around my sentiment when we're on the daily, when we go from the daily to the 4-hour to the 1-hour. You know what I mean? Like, it's all based on experience, guys. Like, there's obviously a lot going on, and a lot of it seems to be subjective, but it's all based on seeing these situations over and over and over again. So look at the weekly time frame on EU. Or let's not actually look at EU because this one's a little bit uglier. Let's go to, this is going to be like the same thing. All right, we'll look at EU then. All right, so look at the weekly time frame on EU. We had the support level right here that was broken. We pushed all the way down. We had this little minor support area form right there. And then the last 3 candles have been extremely bullish, but we're coming into resistance. So I'm thinking 2 things here. We're hitting a major resistance zone, but we're certainly very, very bullish on these time frames right now, or on this weekly time frame right now. So, let's start to make our way down to the daily. What does the daily time frame look like? Very bullish, guys. Broke resistance, broke resistance, retested support, broke resistance, never even retest, broke resistance, never even retest. And now we're just at this high point, starting to form this wick, another doji. So these are some reversal signals here coming down to the 4 hour. What's going on now on this time frame? Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. We have this push up, this push down, push up, this push down, this push up, this push down. What's the next potential move? Next potential move is a push up. Next potential move is a push up. We're bullish on this time frame. We're bullish on the daily time frame. That weekly time frame is certainly bearish, but I would want to see at the minimum something break on the 4 hour before we start to flip around the sentiment. So EU, just trade the trend. It's a trending market right now, coming all the way down to the 30-minute. Let's look at this. So 30-minute, starting all the way from the left, we had this push down, this push up, this push down, this push up, push down. Now we're retesting this level. Retesting this level. Don't get fooled by all this noise right here. This is a swing trading idea. Don't get fooled by all this. We're retesting this. This is what we need to see. A break up, a push down, and then a push up. We need to see that first higher low. So don't enter anything yet. Once it actually breaks through the level and manages to pull back, you would be looking to enter right around the retest of this zone. And then the targets would be, let's go up to the 4 hour target at the minimum would be this previous high, which would give us a nice 2-to-1. And then, if we were to bring on some different tools here, bring on like our fib tool, which I don't use as much, but if we want to use it for projection level, ultimately, negative, it's popular to target this -27, but I like to target zones. So I haven't been using fibs as much. So I would like to target a zone. So let's run through an example here. I don't have a zone up here. I didn't actually mark anything. So I'm going to go ahead and run through with you guys how to mark down a zone. So I'm going to bring on the volume profile. So we're looking to see where is an area where 2 days start to overlap. We can see 1, 2, 3, even 4 days right here are really overlapping. So I'm going to bring on the tool where we can combine all of these days together. I'm going to go from this day all the way to this day, and then I'm going to drag, I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to put this on, boom, and then we're going to use this. Again, this is all the volume. Look at all the volume in this area. So there's a lot of liquidity in here. There's a lot of orders in here. This is a zone that price is certainly going to react to once we get there. So I'm going to bring this on and see how far away this area is from this current price. So if price manages to push that next leg up, it's going to probably push up to that next area. And then we're going to have obviously a huge swing trade. This is swing trading, guys. I'm not using swing trading as much anymore, but that would be the idea. Start on the daily time frame right now and work your way down to a time frame where you could see structure more clearly. 4 hour time frame is bullish. We don't want to go against the trend right now. And then down to the 30-minute, I used all these arrows or all these lines. If I were to darken them up a bit, this is the foundation of all trading, guys. This little pattern right here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on just a blank kind of chart. This is the foundation. So I don't want to put this all on my chart right now. It's very simple. Downtrends to uptrends. And I'm sorry for people that have a little more experience on here, but this is definitely valuable to always kind of just go over. Uptrends to downtrends, and then we just have to use this. So downtrend from that low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then we have a break like this, where we break this previous high point right here, we find support, and this is ultimately where we want to always be buying at. at that first higher low point right there. Boom. And if we were to draw this, and if we go back to EU, that is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for the break of this, that pullback, and then looking to enter long. So that's a downtrend to an uptrend. And then the uptrend to a downtrend is going to be this uptrend forming highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low. And then we break that higher low. And then we have that push down right here. And it's the same thing. Push down, enter in this area. This should be ingrained in the back of your minds, you know, every single trade that you take. A lot of people get caught taking trades down here. You want to take trades up here. On an uptrend, you want to take trades here. You don't want to take trades here. So the crypto market, guys, is all the way at these highs. Don't take trades up here. Take trades down here. Like if we were to bring on, you know, one of these little crypto charts, this is people fail to realize what to do is price shoots up, shoots up, shoots up. Oh my God, let me buy, let me buy, let me buy. This is when you want to buy, when everyone's panicking, to sell. This is when everyone that bought up here is like, fuck, could this go lower? Let me sell, let me sell. That's the same situation we're in now. This is when you should be trying to buy. This is when you should be trying to scale in. Price is coming to a more valuable point at which you can get in at. So if it hikes back up for that next leg, you actually are going to gain, you know, a considerable amount of profit. Let's see if I can bring on, I always forget where this tool is. So think of it like this, guys. This is just an example. Not saying that TRX is going to do this. We could even, you know, just go back to this area. Let's take this off. Bar replay tool isn't available for the current signal. Really? They don't let you use the bar replay tool for the crypto. So again, guys, look at this area. Would you rather have gotten in here or even here, or would you rather have gotten in down here? You know, down in this area, down in this candle, down in this candle, and pushed up. You're avoiding all this drawdown. You know, obviously everyone at this point is not buying because psychologically you're like, we're in a downtrend, you know, we're in a downtrend. I don't want to buy, blah, blah, blah. But this is the most favorable area to start to buy when price has decreased in value. That way, when there's next push upward, you're in an area where you can actually get in at and have a good kind of risk reward sentiment. Your risk reward up here is stupid. It's all, you have all this room to push down, all this room. Even here, you know, the reason why I say to potentially buy now is we are at a support level on this pair in particular, but like price could come all the way back down to these previous highs right there. And then that'd be a great area to buy in at. So this is the same when it comes to obviously, you know, Forex or commodities, any of these pairs. Going back on to GU, let's come over here. So, you know, looking at EU, again, you know, just very simple, guys, trying to buy on the higher lows. So don't try to buy right now. Wait for that push up. Wait for this to actually break. And I'm going to leave this on. We're going to see, you know, exactly how this plays out. I'm going to post in the chat when this thing does actually roll over. It'll be overnight, tonight into tomorrow. But just trade with the friend. Trade with the trend. Not trade with your friends too, but trade with the trend. Do you trade US 30, NAS 100, and S&P 500? One of the dudes in the signal room, he's a member of ours. He trades. Oh my god. He trades S&P 500, and the S&P 500 is wicked good with this volume. What I just showed you, this volume profile. And then using the VWAP, which I'm not going over on these sessions. This is only for the premium members. You know, this is how we're going to be trading on the sessions, the New York sessions. But that is really good for the S&P 500. What is this? VeChain?
Literally, real simple break and retest.
Yeah.
Crypto is like easier to trade than Forex if you get it right. Let me show you. Let me show you this. Can I still share or not?
Yeah, I gotta stop sharing. Hold on. There you go.
So you know what I said about like the 71. This with Bitcoin, it works the same. So this is on the. If you take a look on my trading view as well. Can I share the? Share? No, I can't share my camera. So look, 71 fib. You could have bought at the 71 fib. Your stop loss could have been at the 78. Look at that for a return. You're talking like 48%, or I don't know how many pips that is. That's like a crazy amount of pips. Same again, 71 Fibonacci. Look how that pushes up. So you can get like some good ones with like crypto. If you're going to trade crypto and you're looking to trade it like on Binance, use the 200 EMA, because this 200 EMA, you're always going to see price find support at this level. So like Tron now, I'm expecting it to come to like, let's take a look. So we have this 200 moving average. So here, so you see how that 200 moving average lines up perfectly with this level. Chances are you'll have something like this happen. Price pulls into this level, probably have a nice push. So 200 EMA is like is so crucial for crypto. It's like when it breaks the 200 and you got the 50, you can see now Bitcoin's broken all these moving averages. That's not a good sign. But what I will mention with crypto, I've been saying this for a long time, is if you use an RSI, I'll just pull this up. Bitcoin has been building this bearish RSI or bearish divergence for a real long time. You see how you got this divergence on top? Price has been pushing up. See how the RSI has been pulling down? So that's divergence. And that's like, I've been saying this for ages. We could see a pullback. I think Bitcoin could probably come to test this 200 moving average. So I think it's probably going to happen. And I'm not saying that it's going to, it could totally not do this, but I think that you're going to have this 200 moving average pulling up. And I think price is going to come all the way down to test.
You see the reason why it's crashing right now? Because the power outages in China.
Yeah. So I think this is, it's been overdue. When you see this divergence building up, it's normally 4 touches. So I always say 4 touches of the divergence, and you see a drop. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see on the 4th touch here, look what happened. It was always on the 4th touch of the RSI or the divergence that is setting up. So 1, 2, 3, 4th touch. This is where you're looking to take the short. So if you're taking a short on the 4th touch, you can see you got a nice bit of profit there. So this should continue down. I'm expecting like, I'm going to say 41. I think it's going to come to about 41K. And that's a big statement to make, but I'm pretty confident with that. We're probably going to come and test this 200 EMA. Like the last time we were testing 200, you can see is all the way down here. Using this 200 EMA, we could definitely come and test. If this 8 and this 21 crosses this 50, it's coming down. It's definitely coming down. We haven't broken the 50 or the 21. You can see as soon as we started push up, you see how it's been holding this 21 and the 8. So you got the 8, 21 and the 50. So when you have the 8, the 21 and the 50 prices above, you're bullish. When you break, you're bearish. So if this truly breaks this 50 moving average, we're coming down to test the 200, and then it all depends where it does at the 200. Obviously, if the 50, all this starts breaking the 200, then you're very bearish. If you break this, then it'll just continue down, which will be, I don't think it'll do because of all like the institutionals and everyone's just been, using Bitcoin, so it's added into like Visa, everything. But I do think you are going to have a correction and then maybe a push up. But, I could be talking absolute crap. And
I mean, yeah, the way that things are going, I do think we're due for a correction right now. I actually have a bunch of holdings that if there's another push up, I'm going to get out of because it's just too unpredictable right now.
Yeah. What I will touch on USD JPY, I mentioned that long biased or saying that we're going to go long. We also need to take the short into consideration. So I've just marked it out here for you. We're looking to the left. You see how we have these really clean candles here?
Yeah, that's a big, that all drop like a motherfucker.
So if we have a break and retest, and you can see we got the 200, you got the 50, you got the 21 and the 8. If we break and retest this level, guys, shorts are like over.
Let me actually break this one down really quickly because this one has good structure right now.
Do you want to share on yours or?
Yeah, I'm gonna share up on mine. Let's see. I don't trade UJ guys, but I'm just gonna show you. The trend is most certainly your motherfucking friend. Let's remove all this. So, keep it simple. We're on the weekly, clearly bearish, three bearish candles in a row, and we have a long ways to go here. Could potentially come down, coming down to the daily right there. Again, bearish, broke support right here, broke support here, tested resistance, broke support here, never retested. We are due for a retest. Like Tommy's saying, we're starting to print these doji candles on the daily, which are reversal candles. These are definitely reversal candles. These are definitely showing that we have the potential to come back up to here, which would ultimately be the best area to short from, right here, right? 4-hour time frame. Look at it from this time frame. If we start to really get into it, we broke support here, came back, retest, broke support right there, came back, retested, pushed down, retested this level, pushed down, broke this level, retested this level, pushed down. Now at this point, we never retested this area. Now at this point, we're still just bearish. We're stupid bearish right now, coming all the way down to the 1-hour time frame right now. If we look at it like this, it's very there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise on this time frame. You don't want to get confused. As you can see here, price pushed to this low, and then we broke resistance to this new high right here. Then we came back down, retesting this low, broke the low, came up, retested this level. This is what I'm looking at. We're bearish on this one, on this time frame, right here, unless we snap like Tommy was drawing, unless we snap above. We start to snap above these levels, then we can start to look for buys. But until then, the trend is most certainly your friend. Like right now, it's not even a bad idea, guys, if you're trying to swing this, to take a little short and just start to target low, start to target the next potential range. We could see these previous swings, hold on, these previous swings right here, if we bring on fixed range, where the hell is this? I always forget. These previous swings right here, when they break the low, we had this one swung down 90 pips right there. It's a freaking tool. Then we had this one swung down 80 pips right there. Then we had this one 60 pips. And then I'll do one more. We broke this level. This was a 70 pip swing down. So anywhere from 50 to 70 pips on these swing downs, that would bring us at the least to here, at the most to here. Look at, that's what our target would be in this area. That would give us a 2-to-1 risk reward. So this is a potential trade based on how it's lining up. Literally right now, I'm going to leave this one on as well, along with EU, and we'll see how these two play out. But stick to structure, guys. No, you don't have to, forecast both directions, but stick with the trend. The trend is overall, stupid bearish on every single time frame. Had that bearish engulfing on the 4-hour there. Daily, definitely bearish. The reason why that I'm even talking about that long idea is because of these doji candles that form. These are reversal, signs of reversal. So keep this one in mind too. This could potentially be a good trade. I don't personally trade UJ, right now, so I'm not going to take this trade. But if you guys did, it's just a high probability trade. It's trending. We have the potential to swing down. We're respecting the resistance, everything like that. So I'm going to leave on UJ, and then we had EU. We'll see how both of these play out. This one's not going to execute until we get the pullback. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So Wednesdays, we're going to keep doing these sessions. If you're available, you can hop on too, Tommy, on Wednesdays and
Yeah, I'm looking at GU for longs.
help out with that. Let me see. I had that earlier today. Yeah, yeah, it's popping up a bit. One
You see that?
daily. Yeah, look at this daily time frame. So this is what we're talking about too, guys, on the going from time frame to time frame here. Weekly time frame, we were in a downtrend, broke the support, tested resistance, broke down, then we broke the resistance. Now we're pushing up. So the trend has reversed. It's pretty bullish. Daily time frame, all these daily bullish candles broke the resistance. We just pin barred it with the retest right there. And then coming down to the 4 hour, very clean right now, broke resistance, pushed to a new high, retested this high, bullish candle, bullish candle. So this would be the trade idea on this one if you're trying to swing it. If you're trying to go down to a lower time frame and try to get in on a much better potential entry, you even move your stops as tight as this, and then you just target this previous high, or target what would be the next potential zone, which would be all the way up here. So that's definitely a good idea on GU. So we got GU and EU both potential long, and then we've got UJ potential short, and we'll see how those trades play out.
I'm gonna send I'll send my trade. Sending that's my GU trade. I'm gonna look to take that. I'll start off go in with like a scalp.
Yeah, just test it. Yeah, that's also a good thing, guys. Tested the momentum.
You literally you pretty much got this. I'm just waiting. You see how you got a little resistance?
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for it. As soon as it breaks that, can I share my screen?
Yeah, this.
Oh yeah, here you go. So as soon as we break, so he's sharing it right now. So as soon as we break these highs, where's the next major level that we'll probably continue to? Is that high that we made? So we're probably just going to continue up into that level. So as soon as on the 30-minute we have a candle close above, I'll buy. Stop loss below. If you take a look at the EMAs, you can see they're all starting to push higher. So if price holds all these EMAs, that will continue price up.
Yes, sir.
So I'll definitely look to, and you see how price, it literally popped below that level and then straight back above. And now we're starting to range. So if we break out of this little range to the upside, it's going to be a nice move. And have you seen the overall take profit you can have on that?
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely good potential trades.
Yeah, this could go to if you were to get in on a 10 pip stop, and that's being real risky, this is a 1 to 31.
Yep. Yeah, I really like this UJ trade, guys. I'm personally not hopping in because I'm just trading the New York sessions right now. But these are some good trade ideas for sure. We'll see how all of them play out. But we're gonna end the session here. We're gonna do a giveaway. So just post in the Telegram one thing that you guys learned from the session, and I'll pick a winner based on you guys posting in the Telegram chat, posting in the group chat, and yeah, I'll have session was recorded, so I'll upload this, and we'll continue to do these Wednesdays, the new time, Wednesday night. Next time Nick will try to hop on, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. You too.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.
Thanks, guys.